What is up, everybody? First of all, I know it's been a little bit since I've posted on this channel. If you haven't heard, I started a pickleball channel, which I know is totally random, but I've been posting more over there just to get that channel started. But obviously I'm still doing stuff here. I have a lot more vehicle reviews and e-bike reviews coming out very soon. I'm just getting them edited. They're all filmed, so they'll be coming out shortly. So thank you for bearing with me there. And yeah, if you're into pickleball, please Google Kiwi Labs Pickleball and come say hi, because we're having fun over there. And if you don't know what pickleball is, come join the club because it's awesome. Something that's not awesome though is my news today with the Ford F-150 Lightning. Man, oh man, I just feel broken down. Maybe you do too, so let's talk about this. Before I get into all the details, shout out as always to Tim Bartz, who does basically the work for us. He gets the greatest information from Ford itself. He makes great videos. I'd be lying if I said I didn't just watch his videos to get the key points I need. So go check him out if you probably already have watched it. Let's be for real. So yeah, shout out to Tim as always. What I do want to talk about today is where the everything stands as the Ford F-150 Lightning sits today. So you've probably gotten orders today or yesterday to go make your order if you haven't already. We should be really close to almost everyone getting their order. I would love to know if you still haven't gotten your order. Let me know, because I empathize with you, my friend. That sucks. I, meanwhile, do still have my order in. It's not being scheduled yet. So the fact that they're doing a new order and I am being stuck on the sidelines stinks. But also, I think I know why. It's due to I need to have parts deleted from my order to get it scheduled, and I just have not taken the initiative to tell my dealer to do that. So I guess it's on me, but it shouldn't be at the same time. So that's where I stand. I still have an order in, and in fact, I'm leaning more towards, I keep wavering if I'm going to still accept delivery or not, just because of the way that things have been going. If you saw my last video, my current dealer still, and to this day, still has 3 Lightnings on their lot. So they are just not selling, at least in my area, the way that they were at the beginning of the year. Gone are the markups, at least in my area. They are all selling at MSRP, and the whole crowd of people flipping them have probably moved on at this point, as they should have from the beginning. And it's back to just being a purchase, a standard purchase with no upside of, retaining the value, which is normal. That's what cars and trucks should be. So now that that's all out of the way, you've probably received your order today. And if you did, you noticed that the XLT is available. And I do want to stress that there still is optimism for this XLT trim, in my opinion. I think $63,474 for an electric vehicle truck, mind you, one of the only trucks on the market, under 70K. So you're still, you're tiptoeing near 65K. It's still a little pricey, don't get me wrong, but you still get a lot in the XLT level. And sure, do I wish it was still 52,000 where it started? That was a no-brainer, and this is more of a decision. So it's still a good value when you look at the scope of where EVs are at right now. It still has a lot to offer. Now, the only downside is it's still very expensive to get an extended range battery in the XLT. In fact, I think it's strategically priced to just push you to spend a 4 or 5K more to then get into a extended range lariat. It's all kind of a mess, really, I think, because the headline of the story here is that the Pro, first of all, is no longer going to be available, at least until, according to Tim's video, maybe in 2024 model years, they will open orders again to folks. And there will maybe be a chance to get on the list for a Pro, but it'll be very, very sparse too. And honestly, there's no point of getting a Pro anymore. At least I don't think so, because it's up to $59,000. Now, this is pricing strategically just for fleets to be able to purchase right now. No consumers can buy the Pro, at least not until 2024, where maybe they'll be on the market again. But even at that price, it just is silly, in my opinion, to not just spend an extra $3,000 here and go with an XLT. There's enough upgrades there to justify a $3,000 upcharge there. To save $3,000 to go with a Pro at that point just is bonkers to me, unless you really, really wanted vinyl seats as like your work truck and you don't think cloth seats would work. Like, there's weird situations like that where it might make sense, but just go with the XLT if you're in that situation. And like I said, I do think the XLT, I'm glad they opened up again because it still makes sense. Every time it opens up, I email my dealer and say, hey, can I go back to that one, please? And every time it's no, sorry, I'm not allowed to move your order. So yeah, that stinks. But anyways, that gets me into talking about the Lariat. So this one is now at, it's gone up from 74-ish to 75. First of all, everything except for the XLT had a price bump by about $1,000 to $2,000. And it could be parts, but I don't think it is. I think we're out of that. I personally think it's more of a market adjustment to get more people to, this is totally my theory here, but I think that it's more of a play to get people to accept their existing orders. Obviously, I don't think that's the whole reason, but I think it has a lot to do with it, because immediately I found myself saying, oh, well, if I accept my order, it's like I'm saving like $2,000 from anyone getting my truck, or at least my current order. They're spending $2,000 more than me technically if they're making their order today. And I was like, oh, well, look at me, I'm saving some money. And then I was like, oh wait, is that what they want me to think? Like, is that exactly what they did here? Like, Tesla does a similar thing to keep the value of their vehicles high in the used market. So from day one, Jim Farley has said they're emulating Tesla game plan. So I feel like that has something to do with these price bumps, just helping existing owners maintain value in their vehicles, which is a good thing overall, and helping more people accept their orders. Now, the problem is to do that is to raise prices, and everyone's going to quote inflation, they're going to quote all this stuff, but at the end of the day, with the way that used vehicle loans are bumping up on top of prices of the vehicles going up, I think we're about to see something flip drastically in the opposite direction here, with people not accepting orders, not making orders. And I think it's going to be tough for these Lariat and Platinums to really sell the way that they were. And maybe that's why they opened back up and kept XLT at the same price, because it is a great value point at the XLT level. I really do think that. So one thing also that I should mention, man, I just got to go back to the Pro for a second. Remember when it was $40,000? And some of you have that vehicle. Even at $50,000, some of you have that vehicle. And congrats, because those ones are going to hold their value. If not, they've gone up $20K if you wanted to sell it right now. You could, and it's not a markup, it's just what it costs now. So it's like more honorable, I guess, but congrats. You guys hit the lottery, because well, first of all, even just keeping it, that's a tremendous value to own and own such a great vehicle. Or if you ever wanted to get something else, you've got equity in your vehicle. That's sick. Something that we all thought was going to happen. Just giving you that peace of mind of when you were buying it earlier, of like, okay, if I don't like this, or if going EV is not working out for me, at the end of the day, I'll trade it in back for a nice truck and I'll be right where I started, or maybe even up a couple grand. That was kind of a peace of mind driving this in the back of my head, to be totally honest, because I was like, well, I want a silver auto when it comes out too. So I want to be able to trade in my my Lightning and not lose 10 grand. So that is going to be a lot harder to do now. So yeah, we were living in a la-la land, and I know that. So I don't want you to be like, Larry, that's insane. Why would you think that? I know we were living in la-la land before, and now we're back to reality. So I don't know. Maybe I'm rambling here, but if you're still watching, thank you guys so much. I just really needed to make a video on this, because when I saw that it went up 20,000, like the 1002, like from the beginning. So when we started at 40K and now we're at 60K for the Pro, and that they're not even selling it to the consumers at this point. It's sickening. It sucks. It really just sucks. I hate it, and it rubs me the wrong way, and this whole thing stinks, but I still want one. So I guess, you know, whatever. I don't know. Let me guys what you guys did. And what I'd be very curious is, as the Lightning kind of trickles into being less elusive and just more things that we're seeing on the road every day, can you let me know what has your interest now? I'm really trying to lean into the Silverado and learn a little bit more about that. So hopefully more videos around the Silverado coming soon, because it's the next electric truck, and I think that's what we're all kind of interested in. So if that's the case, let me know. Or if something else has your eye, let me know so I can start to look into that stuff. And thank you guys, as always, for watching. Yeah, thank you. And I really do appreciate all you guys watching. So I'm done, and I don't think I'm editing this video. So if you watched the whole thing, you got to see me just totally ramble, and sorry for that probably. Okay, guys. Bye.